guys? Welcome to another YouTube video. In case you don't know me and you're new, hi, my name is Alexis Joy. I am a certified personal trainer through the American Council of Exercise, and today we are talking about how to structure your own workout. This is just part of a sit-down talk series that I do. This is a new part. We've talked about calorie deficits, we've talked about supplements, more of the nutrition side. So now we're gonna get into just really how to really start your fitness journey. If you want some tips on that, I did do a video towards the beginning of the year of how to start your fitness journey. And so we're gonna talk about how you can structure your workouts. Now I know you could be like, oh, I see these ones on TikTok, I see these ones on Instagram. And don't get me wrong, I post videos for y'all on TikTok and Instagram as well. But that meets my goals. That's the workouts that meet my goals. Now, are they gonna be the exact same for your goals? Maybe, but also maybe not. So today we're gonna talk about how you can structure your own workout at home, and that way you can feel more confident and ready to go into the gym and start your fitness journey. Of structuring your workouts is research. I know you don't want to do research, but even me as a certified personal trainer still does research, and I have a kinesiology degree to back me up, just because I know a little bit more about anatomy and human movement than the average person does because of my degree. But I still do research for my clients and certain exercises that they might need to do that I haven't been trained on yet. So I'm always learning, and you'll always learn too. So you probably know the general exercises like we had talked about on TikTok, Instagram, and that can be a great basis, even if they don't meet your goals, just so you have an idea of what kind of exercises are out there, and at least knowing lower and upper body days, how to divide that into two and what exercises would go into those is a great starter. So that is a great thing, just a baseline of what you would need to know just to at least start in the gym. However, you want to do some more extensive research on what exercises target the muscles you want to grow muscle in or lose in areas. So research is where that's going to come into play. You'll want to research what kind of exercises you want to target the specific muscles to help meet your goals. This is where Google is going to come into play. Google is a great resource. However, I would say don't just trust one resource. I feel like we're all taught this in primary school. Don't trust one resource. Just make sure you're looking at multiple resources to help you achieve the results that you want and find what you're looking for. Another option, if you don't want to be spending extensive time online, is practicing. It's not the greatest option, but you can, even unless you're a visual learner and that's how you really go through things like hands-on learning, what I would say is just go into the gym, see someone else doing another exercise, and maybe try to copy that and see if it's the muscles that you want targeted. You don't need to know the names of the muscles. You can just see where it's targeting, where it burns, and know that's where the muscles it's getting targeted for with that exercise. And if you want that muscle targeted, you know to do that exercise. So kind of like a hands-on visual learning experience if that's something that would work best for you. But there are different ways to research, like I said, going into the gym itself, or even just going online and researching what kind of exercises would help you benefit to reach your goals. Number two is knowing the different types of movements. And there are just basically two generalized names that I'm going to separate for y'all. That way y'all can know what to do. So there's one called compound exercise. And this is going to be our first one. Compound exercise is where it takes your full body really to do that movement, and it's more demanding and more fatiguing, and it's just a movement that works more than one muscle group. So the biggest ones I can think of off the top of my head are squats, bench presses, and also deadlifts are those top three that I would say are like compound movements, because it takes a whole lot more to do those than the next movement we're talking about, which is isolation movements. Isolation movements are movement that focuses on one muscle group. So this would be kind of where you go to your machines or even your dumbbells, and you could do bicep curls, leg extensions, tricep extensions, leg curls, all those kinds of things where you're just focusing on one muscle group. That would be that isolation exercises, and it's less fatiguing. And that's why you need to know those two before we talk about exercise order, which we're about to go into right now. So exercise order, the biggest thing with this is that you want to do the less fatiguing stuff last. And the reason for this being is because say you do all this stuff that's less fatiguing and then you have to do more fatiguing exercises. It's going to be a lot more difficult on your body, and you probably won't be able to lift as much as you would be able to if you started with them. So on a lower body day, let's say squats, RDLs, hip thrusts, those are those big 3 compound movements for lower body days. Upper body days, those presses, those shoulder presses, those chest presses, those bench presses, those are the ones that are compound movements. And I would start with those because they're most fatiguing. And that way you have the less work after the most fatiguing one. So do the hardest one first and finish out with the less fatiguing. So compound first, isolation last. So, and what if you have multiple compound movements? That's totally fine. That's totally normal as well. What I would recommend is deciding your priorities, whether the muscle group that targets the first compound movement is more important or the second one. If you decide that the second one is more of a priority, then start with that one first and then go into the other one second. Now, when we talk about exercise order, we also talk about sets and reps. And sets and reps are completely based on your goals. Strength goals, endurance goals, power goals, all that stuff is based on what you're trying to achieve. What I will say, just as a general standard, if you're trying to go into the gym, I would say anywhere between 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 15 reps. That's anywhere between that range will be a great start for you. But once you start to learn what your goals want to be, strength-based goals tend to have less sets and reps than those who are just endurance-based goals. So for example, if someone's like powerlifting and that kind of stuff, they're probably going to do 1 set, 6 reps. If you're asking my personal opinion what I do 3 to 4 of 10 to 12 reps, because I'm just kind of like toning my body, losing body fat, getting slightly stronger, building muscle, all that kind of stuff. So if that's something that's more along your goals, there you go. Next, we're going to go into frequency. How long should you be in the gym, or how many days a week should you go to the gym? This is entirely up to you, but that's also going to determine how you set up your workout. So I say, if you are just starting to go in the gym, frequency of how long you should be in there, like duration, I would say start with 30 minutes. Don't over challenge yourself. Don't burn out yourself. Start with 30 minutes, see what you like, and see what can make you last longer if you want to last longer, or if 30 minutes is good for you in your schedule. Next, for days, I always recommend 3 days a week as starting, just so they can establish that habit. And then if they want to go more and enjoy it, they can go more. So if you're starting on 3 days a week compared to 5 days a week, your split is going to look a little different. So 3 days a week, since you're not working out as much as someone with 5 days a week, you don't really need that split of upper body, lower body, full body, unless you have some underlying health conditions we could talk about in another video. But you would probably just need 3 full body days, and that would be good enough for you to reach your goals. Now, someone with 5 days per week going, they could have a split. Like, I think y'all have seen my split in the last video, full week of workouts, how my split goes. You could have a split for that because you're not really getting rest in between those times. But if you're going 3 days a week, you're getting at least 24 hours of rest before you go the next time. What I would say is a general, just to finalize that frequency section out, is that the higher frequency you go to the gym, the more you can focus on specific muscles for specific days. Granted, I'm not saying go to the gym every day. I don't go to the gym every day. I go to the gym 5 days a week, and Saturday and Sunday are my rest days. So take that with however you want. Take it with a grain of salt. That's what I do. Finally, let's just talk about a few things to focus on as you are starting your fitness journey. So number 1 is to challenge yourself. Now, I'm not saying if you've never been in the gym before, go lift a 50-pound dumbbell. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is find something that makes you struggle on those last 1 to 2 reps. That's what challenging looks like. It looks easy breezy on that first rep. Those last 2 reps, you're like, oh my gosh, am I about to finish this? Yes, you are about to finish it, but just challenge yourself. Just do something you didn't really expect that you could do. Number 2, make sure you are enjoying it. I'm not saying love the gym. I love the gym and I love fitness. That's just my passion. But you don't have to love the gym as long as you love making yourself feel good and wanting to be better outside of the gym. There you go. Just do something that you at least enjoy. But if you absolutely hate it, don't do it. It's not going to make you want to come there anymore. Change up what you're doing. You can, and it doesn't matter. You change up. I would say always try it at least for a week. See how you like it. And if you don't like it, change it. You need to do something you enjoy so you can establish that habit and that consistency to come back in the gym. Number 3 is making sure you stay consistent. I don't know you. You see me on a screen. So your motivation could be different from mine. When I started my fitness journey, my motivation was because my mom was paying for it. And I felt really grateful that she was paying for it. And I wanted to make sure she got all her money's worth by me going. Even if it was on my rest days, I did go on my rest days and just take a walk just to get her money's worth. If that is your motivation, great. If not, find something that can motivate you to go. Be like, maybe you can have Chipotle after. It's a healthier choice, but if that's what will get you in the gym, get in the gym. But try to at least stay consistent. Habits take longer to form for others, for some more than others. So just try to stay consistent as much as you can until it forms into a habit, if that's something you want to create into a habit. Lastly, is stretching. Stretching is going to be so important and so crucial in preventing injuries and preventing soreness and everything. It is going to be your top answer. So there's 2 types of stretches: dynamic stretches and static stretches. Dynamic stretches are those that help you warm up, get your body warm, get your body moving. You will probably not be laying down for these. So some great examples y'all can see. Y'all can see them on my TikTok, y'all can see them on my Instagram, but leg swings, arm circles, ankle circles, anything that's getting your body moving is a great thing to start with a warm up. Now, cool down those static stretches. Are you not moving that much? Static means stationary. So those kinds of things, world's greatest stretch, thread the needle, cat cow, those are static stretches and help you at the end of your workout. Those are going to play a big role in your workout journey and will probably help you enjoy your journey a little bit more. So I think you should definitely take this seriously. Okay, so recap. You're going to need to do some research. You got to remember what compound and isolated exercises are. You got to remember that compound exercises should always go before isolation exercises to make sure you are not fatiguing yourself more than you need to be. And exercise order is based on your goals. So sit down, think about those goals, do a little more research on what you think your sets and reps should be and establish those. Then think about your frequency, what works with your schedule, and what kind of split would work with your schedule or with your health conditions. And lastly, just remember to enjoy it and have fun. I hope this video was helpful. And if you feel like you're struggling and you don't know where to start and you want help or an extrinsic motivator like me, that is where I come into play. I'm a certified personal trainer online and in person. So if that's something you're interested in, please feel free to leave me a message on Instagram. I get to it pretty quick and I will get a form out ready for y'all if that's something y'all are interested in online coaching pretty soon out here. So if that's something you want, please leave me a message. I will be glad to help anybody. That is why I'm in this. And please let me know if you have any comments, questions, concerns. Again, my name is Alexis Joy, and let me know what y'all want to see next or what else I can help you with starting in your fitness journey. I will see y'all next week with another video. I'll see you next time. Have a great week. And change of date. We have changed the days that we're going to upload. I'm kind of seeing what's better with engagement right now, but right now I'm thinking we're going to move to Sundays instead of Mondays, okay? So I will see y'all next Sunday. Hopefully, if it changes, I will keep y'all updated, but have a great week and own this week because it is yours. Toodles.